Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Go-To Aesthetics Coach podcast. I'm really excited to be here today. We are going to talk about 10 advanced strategies to skyrocket your med spa in 2025. So I want you to leave today after listening to this session with tangible strategies that you can implement right away to get your business going for a really strong start to the year. I'm really feeling like 2025 is going to be like the year for a lot of people. So, purpose of this session, we are going to basically talk about, expert guidance on how to really elevate your medical aesthetic clinic. We want to focus on how you're going to dominate your market, increase profitability, and build lasting client loyalty long into 2025 and so on. So success in 2025, it isn't just about, offering great treatments. It's about running a med spa that's going to combine cutting edge technology, client centric strategies, and operational excellence. And today I'm going to walk you through 10 strategies that will set your med spa apart. And it's going to help you scale profitably, and solidify your reputation as an industry leader, because that's how we stand out and that's how we build a strong client base. So if you want, you can grab your notebook or you can listen in your car and check some of these show notes afterwards. I'm going to be putting kind of the high level feedback from this course in there. So we're not going to just scratch on surface level advice. We're going to get real into the nitty gritty with it and, be able to provide you a blueprint for growth. So let's focus on the first topic, which is going to be transforming your clinic journey into a luxury experience. So the modern client doesn't want a transactional relationship. They want an unforgettable experience. So from the moment they contact you to post-treatment follow-up, every single interaction matters. So some action steps to elevate this client journey is personalized consultations. Use advanced tools like, there's Visia Skin Analysis or Observe to create visual roadmaps for their skin journey. This not only sets you apart as a leader and it provides that level of credibility and expertise, and of course trust, it's also going to help clients understand why behind their treatment plan, which can be a big reason as to why they decide to move forward and purchase your proposed package or not. So very important. Secondly, upscale touch points. So we want to upgrade your clinic's ambiance to just give that experience rather than a service. So offering warm beverages, having like warm towels during the treatment, if that makes sense, depending on what you're offering. Music in the treatment rooms. Like we want to provide a kind of an atmosphere that's welcoming, that's enjoyable. They come here for that experience to feel like this is like a luxury, something that they're looking forward to in the day, not just to have it shouldn't be like any other medical clinic. We really want to make this medical aesthetic med spa, and small touches are going to make a big impact because there are a lot of clinics out there. So how do you set yourself apart? Okay, now let's talk about post-treatment follow-ups. So some people use an automated CRM tools like HubSpot or Aesthetic Record to send tailored follow-up messages. And these messages can include things like aftercare tips, exclusive discounts for their next visit, or even like a nice thank you video. That is really nice and personalized. That can set you apart. That's not something everyone's doing. So that's a nice tip as well. Clients are loyal to experiences, not just results, right? So map out every client interaction and ask, how can I make this more memorable? Okay, now let's go into the second strategy. Invest in multi-use technology to maximize your ROI, especially if you're a new clinic. Your first device is important, and your game plan as to how many devices you should bring on in the beginning, all of those things, there should be a thought process and plan behind it. Your technology choices should be guided by versatility and client demand. So I want to talk about the Aerolase NEO Elite because I know a lot about this device because my husband sells it, but there are a lot of good devices out there. But because I have the background on this one, I'll speak to it. So, devices like the Aerolase NEO Elite, they're They are game changers 5 and onward because they address multiple skin concerns and they appeal to diverse demographics. So you can treat anyone with any kind of skin type. So that's important because you want to be able to treat anyone who walks through the door. So any skin type. And also what I like about this device is it has 36 different indications. So again, it's no matter what's their background, what skin tone, what skin concern even, you can treat them. And no consumables, which of course is always a nice bonus. And I also do like with that device, the reason I'm mentioning these things is because when you're looking to bring on a device, these are the important things to think about, especially if this is a new clinic and you're new to this industry, you may not know to look for these things yet. You're just going based off, all the shiny things that get put in front of you. So the important things to think about are who can it treat? How is it painful? How much are consumables? How long do the treatments take? How many indications can we target? So with the NEO Elite, I know it treats acne, it treats melasma, it treats rosacea, it is pain-free. You're getting treatments done in under 20 minutes. It works on all skin types. It makes it a really inclusive option for your clientele. Clients are also going to see those noticeable results that they need is in as few as 4 to 6 sessions, which is going to boost satisfaction and it's going to bring in referrals. So I just recommended this device to a clinic that I'm helping launch, and they are seeing phenomenal results because no matter who comes through the door, they're going to be making money off them. And with that, they're going to be getting the results that they need to actually return as clients and then talk about it to their friends and family. Sorry, my voice is a little raspy because I might be getting sick. Let's take a sip of coffee. Okay, so let's talk about staff training. This is another really important part. We want to ensure that your staff is highly knowledgeable, all around, and specifically with the device's capabilities. So they will need a rep who's going to be really supportive and is going to be there to do the trainings that are needed. You're always getting new staff, people are changing, people are forgetting things. We need to be seeing things more than once to really nail it and become experts in it. And everyone in your clinic should be an expert. So I would recommend, especially in the beginning, is ensuring that the rep is going to be there for you to do trainings every quarter. Until your clinic feel confident, not only confident, but like experts with it. Because they're not only conducting the treatment effectively and safely, but they're also selling and upselling during that treatment time. And when they understand the background and the science and the what makes it unique, then they're actually selling it during the treatment as well. If they're going in with minimal knowledge and just getting by with how to get the treatment done, it's not really selling it well for the next, like the packages that you're going to sell, or even just all the information that you're relaying to that person to then share to the next person that they bring in, like their friend or family member. So always ensuring that all your staff are well trained and excited about the device as well. Like make sure that they've had the treatments if they're open to receiving it. I highly, highly recommend, to foster a culture in the clinic where you allow your staff to utilize the different treatments in the clinic, because the more that you use them, the more that you fall in love with them, the more you can speak to them, the more that you're going to sell them. What's going to sell your clinic the most are the people in there. So just take care of them. So in terms of promotions, you can run limited time offers like 4 to 6 session acne clear challenge, for example. That could attract clients who want fast results. And again, especially something with like acne, it's very emotional driven. People who are experiencing acne, it's hard, right? So if you're going to provide a fast solution that works, and you're solidifying that with before afters with some social proof, people are going to move on that. In terms of the content marketing, use the device in Instagram Reels, showing like live demos, client transformation, educational content that's going to build trust and that's going to drive bookings. You want to bundle device treatments with other services like facials, chemical peels, injectables to create premium packages. And that's what's going to really increase the average spend per client. That's what takes you to the next level. So instead of just selling acne clearing treatments, you're selling packages to really get the client the true results that they want. They're coming in there with acne, but they may also want a little facial rejuvenation. They may also be looking for something like Botox or skincare. Bundle it all in and at least give them the option to have, like the big shiny top tier package that includes everything they need, and then a mid tier, and then a low tier, and then they know what they're working with. And when you're doing that, make sure you're actually explaining why, and that's why consultations are so important and not to rush these. So let's talk about the third strategy. This is going to be leveraging social media as an educational platform with in-depth insight for the client. So this is going to help move them. Content is currency, especially nowadays. So clients are actively researching before they book, which means your social media presence must position you as an expert, because if it doesn't, they go to the next clinic. With this, you want to provide high value content ideas, science-based explanations. So breaking down the science behind treatments, why this. It's interesting. People want to know now, right? They're looking for that. So for example, creating a post titled How Laser Therapy Reduces Acne Inflammation, using simple language at they say a third grade level, but include real data, and then treatment timelines. So showing potential clients what they can expect over a 3 or 6 month plan, creating graphics or videos that outline those milestones that creates awareness, education, and excitement, because they know it's at the end of the rainbow, right? Also, client stories are like the best, sharing those before and afters, but focusing on the emotional transformation as well. How does Julie feel after she cleared her acne in 4 months and didn't have to go through Accutane treatment? It's incredible. Some people have a really hard time with this. I remember when I worked in the clinic, there'd be people that literally would be skipping university because they felt shame around their acne, and it's sad. No one should feel like that. So we're really providing not only services, but solutions, but transformations that are helping people at their core. And that's the real thing that I think is just amazing. So we also want to look at interactive content, utilizing Instagram's tools that they give us to best benefit us. So things like polls, quizzes, the Q&A sessions, those are going to help drive engagement, which is obviously very good. We want people engaged and a part of what we're doing. Creating, I'll throw out some examples. So with a poll, what's your biggest skin concern? This is going to give you market research on who your target audience is and what they are looking for. And then you can curate your offering based around that. The quiz, you could put which treatment is right for you and list 4 services that you offer. See what is most in demand for the people who are following you. Post consistently and always include a call to action in every single post, because people need to be told what to do. That for example, could be DM us your skin concerns for a free consultation. Engagement always leads to bookings. Okay. Now we're going to get into strategy number 4. Build a membership model for predictable revenue. And if you joined me, I launched it this month. So every month I launch a new course or a masterclass. And this month's topic was how to create memberships that can solidify, a foundation for recurring revenue and get you okay within the first 90 days. So I explained a model for that, and I will be releasing new courses every month on the first of the month. And with that, I've created a membership. So if you're ever interested in that, the courses typically range from $199 to $499, depending on how in-depth it is. But if you join the membership, which is $99 a month, then you get first access to the new courses every single month, along with a bunch of other resources. So if you're ever interested in that, you can just go to my Instagram page at kayla.petrusek or allure.agency, and in the link in bio, there's lots of information on that. And you can always send me a DM. I'm easy to talk to. Yeah, so that brings us back to building memberships for that predictable revenue. Memberships are a buzz right now. A lot of people are introducing these, but the way we the way we introduce them matters, and the way we implement them matters, because we can put work into launching a great membership, but if we're not implementing it consistently the right way, it's just going to sit there and people aren't going to buy it. So if you are interested in that, I would recommend looking at the course I created, because we go very in depth on it. But the whole idea here is this model ensures that consistent cash flow while locking in client loyalty. And it's just going to provide that undeniable value to the client, and get them the results, getting them what they need, but for a nice price point. It works for everyone. So some quick steps on how to build a high converting membership would be to structure your tiers. So like this is an example: basic plan, 1 monthly facial plus 10% off products; premium plan, monthly facials plus quarterly laser treatments, 15% off injectables. And this is examples. And then a VIP plan could be like, some people like to do something where it's like, luxury facial. So like it'd be like, let's say the Hydrofacial Platinum. So some kind of extra add-on facial or laser treatment with exclusive access to events or early booking privileges. Just depends how you want to go about it. And I always like to kind of look at the business itself and construct that uniquely for you. And if you have any questions on that, just again, send me a DM. Some things that you could include in the membership are exclusive perks. So that would be like free samples, early access to new treatments, members only promotions. You could promote the benefits. So you could frame memberships as a smart investment, like a glow year round for less than $7 a day if you break it down. And side note on this with memberships is, if you want to make it less admin in terms of like how you're charging clients monthly for the membership, you can offer a pay in full option, which would be, a little bit cheaper, but it's going to lock in that full payment for you. So it would be around the price of 4 to 6 sessions on one of your devices. So you lock that in as a pay in full price. You can have a third party financing partnership, such as like Beautify, where they will take, they'll apply, and you can apply within, it's a less than 5-minute application. And from my understanding, most people get approved. And then they can take that painful price to lock in, because it's a good value for them. And then your clinic will get the money right away paid from Beautify. And then they can break it down into like monthly payments that might be more affordable for them. So there's different ways that you can go about it. But at the end of the day, clients are more likely to commit if you position your membership as part of a lifestyle and not just a service package. The lifestyle is like, why are they coming here? What's the why behind it? It's because they want facial rejuvenation. It's because they like the experience of being able to go treat themselves once a month to one of these services. It's like they prioritize beauty and skin health. So this is what this package represents. Now, the 5th strategy is going to be offering combination treatments for maximum results. We talked a little bit about this, bundling. It's so important. Combination treatments are growing. They've been a growing trend, and it's because they offer clients faster, more noticeable results, which of course we all want. For example, if we pair laser treatments like Aerolase with chemical peels for enhanced skin resurfacing, we are not only targeting the deep dermal layers of the skin, but we're also targeting the superficial layers of the skin, the epidermis. So we're going to be getting really beautiful like glass skin texture, along with, everything else that we want to do deeper into the layers of the skin. So combo therapy, it's a revenue driver, and it gets amazing results. I always recommend for clinics to create signature packages that are unique and branded to their own. So that could be like, just throwing a quick example, like the Glow Getter, which includes a laser treatment, hydrating facial, and LED therapy in one visit. This is not only going to increase your revenue per client again, but it also positions you like that authority, like as a results driven provider. Okay, the 6th strategy is to educate and empower your team. So your team is your greatest asset. And in 2025, investing in their growth will directly impact your clinic's success. So how do we build a winning team. Here are some, examples. Host quarterly trainings, bring in experts to train your staff on the latest techniques, devices, customer service strategies. So this can even be your reps, right? Like I mentioned earlier, those quarterly training sessions. You can hire consultants. Like my company, we have an in-depth half-day training program, which you can do it either in person or online, where we go through how to actually train your staff to sell, because it's one thing knowing the aesthetic side, but then there's a business side to that. If we can train our staff to effectively know how to sell in person, in the DMs, through emails, at the front desk, on the phone, you're yielding so many results from that. We also can see great results when we're incentivizing performance. So offering bonuses for hitting sales targets, or bringing in new clients, or, just getting reviews. Reviews are so good for our business. Testimonials. Encouraging ownership. So empowering the staff to upsell and cross-sell confidently by ensuring that they deeply understand what you're actually offering in the clinic and the why behind your clinic. When you include that community and that culture, people want to do better for you, for them, for as a whole, instead of just having a bunch of people. It's like you have a bunch of people work for you, or you're all working together. It all depends on the culture that you're creating in your business. And things go a lot better when you are fostering those relationships. You're investing into your people, and then that always comes back tenfold. So happy, knowledgeable staff create loyal clients, invest in their growth, and they will invest in your business. Number 7, expand your revenue streams. Expand your revenue streams. How do we do this? Don't limit your revenue to in-clinic treatments. Expand into retail and digital offerings that are going to diversify your income. So some ideas for this expansion include, let's talk about retail products, selling medical grade skincare that complements your treatments. Partner with trusted brands like Visia Skin Health or SkinCeuticals. Offer online consultations. So it depends what model you want to go with and what works for your clinic, but one way of doing it is virtual consultations. This can help with not having someone in the clinic to do those consultations all the time. It just depends the structure, but that's an option that works well for people who are like a clinic who's starting out, who doesn't have full-time staff in the clinic, but still wants to provide consultation, because obviously these are good and they help us get clients. So you can do virtual consultations or in person, 15 to 30 minutes. I would recommend definitely offering these. A lot of clinics like to offer them complimentary. However, if you are going to be booking these and you do find people don't show, which will happen, I like to recommend that you make them pay a deposit. So for example, like $50 to $100 deposit to book the consult, because then people take it more seriously, and that's just the way it is. People put more value to things that, when it costs money compared to when it's free. So to avoid wasting anyone's time, I would charge for consultations, whether it's virtual or in person. Okay, the 8th strategy is hosting exclusive events to drive traffic. So we all know events are amazing. Events drive business if done correctly. I've worked multiple events where we're making $25K on the day of or more. It's all about how you conduct it. Don't leave it last minute. It takes, ideally, you're starting the planning of an event 6 to 8 weeks prior, so that you get all your ducks in a row. You want to utilize your partnerships with reps from skincare and device. You want to, make sure that you have some decorations to make it aesthetically pleasing. You want to have some food, some drinks. You want to make sure you have like a door prize or a raffle, because this is going to give you leads when people fill out the raffles, and also creates a nice fun buzz when you want to do the draw, and you can do this live on Instagram. So some other tips for the day of the treatment are to demonstrate live demos. So typically your rep could do this. They would come in, do live demos, and also they're so well versed on the devices that they can, if they're good, they sell it for you on the floor. So they're a huge asset, and that's again why it's so important who you work with when you're buying devices. Make sure it's someone who's going to be on your team. It's going to be there for you. So they're going to help show off this amazing new service that you have. And then if you have, if you're offering injectables, have your injector there talking about, you can even be doing little mini educational segments, 15-minute segments on the science behind injection. So people really understand it, builds interest, makes them move the needle to make a purchase. You could offer booking incentives. So on the day of, fast action bonuses, like why are they buying sessions today? Because you're offering them a special bonus for their attendance. And the idea here is to lock in a bunch of new clients and make a lump sum of money. So offer special discounts on the day of. The 9th strategy is tracking your metrics and how to optimize. So you can't improve what you don't measure. Using analytic tools to track metrics like conversion rates from consultations to bookings, repeat client rates, average revenue per client, these things. It's really hard when we're new to business, and especially for new to aesthetics too. So I'm talking more to startups, but it can be hard for everyone because most clinics that I talk to, they're wearing 10 different hats. They're doing the accounting, they're doing the marketing, they're doing operations, they're also doing treatments, and it's a lot. And what can often get missed are things like tracking metrics and analytics. But these are things that are going to be very, very useful in terms of business planning strategy, because year after year, we want to always be reflecting back what worked, what didn't. And if we aren't doing that, we're having gaps in our business and we're not going to be elevating as fast as we should. So really good practice is always refining, always looking back and figuring out what's not working, what is working, do more of what's working well, do change what's not working, right? Okay, so there's that. And last but not least, the 10th strategy for today to implement to 2025 to skyrocket your clinic is collaborate for growth. Okay, so good, so good. Again, another example, I'm helping launch a clinic, and it's really hard to get clients in the beginning, right? How do we do that? There's limited ways to do it because you can't pull them out of thin air. So it's friends and family, right? Of course. It's paid advertising. We obviously, on top of that, the organic marketing, but organic marketing is slow. It's a long-term game. You're going to be doing that forever for the length of your business. Paid advertising is really good in the beginning because it brings you leads, especially if it's done the right way. And then one thing, once you get those leads though, that's why it then gets important to make sure your staff are trained or whoever's closing those to actually close them effectively. Because you could have tons of highly qualified leads, but if you're not closing them the right way, then they don't even matter, right? So there's different nuances to it. But yeah, we want to do the paid advertising, and we also want to reach out to the community. So what I did with this, or doing with this clinic, is walking around the area, introducing ourselves to partnering businesses. And what that's doing is, for example, when there's a hair salon across the street that's very busy, it's been there for years, everyone knows who they are. Now they're handing out business cards or talking about our clinic for every client that walks in there. Ideal candidates. These are people that already believe in beauty and self-care and like this type of industry. Our ideal client. And now is getting a referral recommendation, which bypasses all the trust, the credibility, and all that. The person that is the easiest to make a client is a warm lead which is a referral. So a lot of people don't utilize these type of strategies, but they're the most effective. And that is the best thing, is that it's so cost effective. It doesn't cost money to walk around and introduce yourself to your neighbors. Yeah. So I would recommend that. And then, in terms of collaborations, partnerships, like talking to other medical professionals that align with your business, partnering with wedding shows, like anything that relates. This is what's going to drive your business. So implementing these strategies will position your clinic as a market leader in 2025. So get started today. And I'm so excited to watch your clinic thrive. I know that you guys are just going to kill it. So again, if you ever have questions, I'm not easy. I'm not hard to find. I have 3 Instagram accounts. So I look forward to seeing you grow, and until next week.